Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. How are you guys? What's up? There is a child screaming outside. I hope they stopped now. Hi Mike, congrats on first. Hi Hiro, hi Mooney, hi William, welcome to the stream. How are you guys? What's up? I am kind of sleepy, not gonna lie. I had a bit of a stressful day at work. It be like that. But we are back into gaming. And we'll see how it goes? I don't know. Then sleep. No, I have to stream! I'm not allowed to sleep, I have to stream! You guys hear the audio of the game? It's like super quiet, wait. Okay. Let me know if I need to like up it a bit more. Is there anything else to do? No, I think now I had to like go do the Smoker on the balcony. Sometime after 9 p.m. Okay. Oh, let me move. Oh, there was something.
The spread pattern of these bullet holes makes your chest ache. Your breath grows heavier.
Examine closer.
You peer into the faded marks in the stone. They peer back like an endless row of tiny black holes. Sweat starts trickling down your brow.
This is bad mojo, man! Fucking horrible mojo! The end draws
Thank you.
now!
Thank you, Necktie.
Your chest feels tight looking at them.
Why am I taking damage?
It's closing in, caving in, ever tighter.
You okay there?
Lieutenant's sudden voice cuts like a blade, bringing you out of the stupor. Yeah, I'm fine.
You were looking pale there for a second. What are you looking at?
These bullet holes look like the bullet holes we saw before.
Bullet holes generally look the same, so probably. But you're right. More old bullet holes from the revolution.
I'ma go lurk, but have a good one. Okay, thank you. Man, how many people got shot during that revolution?
Plenty.
Okay, can I interact with this yet?
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails.
Oh, yeah,
holding the
no, I can.
upholstery
I
in
remember
place
that we
have
talked
turned
about that I
green
got
for
the key
sea
for
air,
this, I think.
And there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head.
Okay, but we're gonna do this later. Because I need to do the timed quest first. Hello.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
The young man on the balcony gives you a bright smile before taking another drag from his cigarette.
It feels like a Friday. He seems to be in a good mood tonight. And his shirt is still unbuttoned.
We got your hand, found the key right under that stone.
Beautiful.
He replies, smiling. As he looks at you, something sparkles in his eyes.
So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
That's what I'm aiming for, yes.
Beautiful.
He says again. A nearby street lamp casts shadows on his chin, drawing out the slender cheekbones.
I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
Very well, I'll talk to him, but first I want to talk to you. I have so many questions.
That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me.
He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark and the neighboring windows have lit up, one by one.
Besides, I've got to run.
He's going to leave you alone again. That's
Thank
sad.
you. Thank you.
Something tells you you're never going to talk to an individual this cool or mysterious ever again.
Damn. I mean, he's really cool. Run where?
To the city. It's a beautiful night.
A man on high heels stumbles out of a basement club, music blasting over the entire district. It's chilly, and as the chemicals hit his nervous system, 1,000 shivers ripple through his body.
Only if you promise it will talk again. It's important.
Something flutters in the corner of the lieutenant's mouth as you're saying those words.
We'll talk. Just not tonight. Take care, alright?
Level up. There's something so different about him that I just can't put my finger on. He's gay.
Different, of course.
There's just something so mysterious, but He smells good! Why on earth does he smell so good?
He smells good.
The lieutenant squints his eyes, trying to hold back laughter. That's weird, right?
He smells good, and that's weird.
I like that you can kind of hear like the smile in Kim's voice while he says that.
He's barely holding it together. It's all he can do to keep from bursting out in laughter.
Come on, detective, let's go. We've got a potential witness to interview. His Sunday friend, remember?
Hi, Sergio. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? Wait. Alright, I got a skill point. Do I have any thoughts? I can always become racist. Oh, I have 2 skill points. And I've just been sitting on them. It's going quite alright. Got a good bit of stuff done for my Japanese trip preparation. Ooh, cool. When are you going? And did you already buy mobile data so you can still watch my streams while you're in Japan? I guess I can do this thought because it's like, I can always forget them, right? So it's fine. And then I have one point to use later. A quarterly business magazine. An empty ashtray. Dishes soaked up in a pot. Flyers for underground parties. An old photo of the same apartment dated year 01. Buckets of paint on a layer of old newspapers. An exquisite canopy bed made of metal. Samurai conical hat. I need to see that. This is perception. This is +1 logic, -1 suggestion. And I think perception is pretty good. But I fucking love that. What can I get here? Ooh! Oh! Oh my god! Chad! Look at this outfit! Holy shit! uh, I'm just holy shit. I'm amazed how well you can keep yourself back from just gushing for 5 hours from how sexy this is. I'm a pro. What can I say? The fucking fishnet top with the kimono off the shoulder. Robe or whatever. But then wait. Whoa! Oh my god. Speechless. Speechless.
You have acquired the robe. Keep it, officer. It looks good on you.
Now I feel uncomfortable. Why is he mentioning the robe?
His hands are clean and well manicured. This is a man who knows the importance of appearances.
And he recognized how important appearance is to me. I literally look so sexy right now. Because he thinks you're insanely attractive and wants you right now. Help me. Help me.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stabilité on assignment from Sur la Clé.
Hi, Happy. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? What do you mean I found the BL part? The BL part started when Kim Kitsuragi was introduced into the game. Every part is the BL part of Hitomi is playing.
I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
No, first ask an innocuous personal question to get the interview off on the right foot. Yeah, let's fuck with him.
Oh,
Who does he think he is?
let's fuck
Assisting
him.
you.
I gotta ask about the silk robe, I'm sorry. Before we get to that, tell me where you got this beautiful silk robe from.
Oh, we got it from an atelier in the East Delta Commerce Center. Personally, I think it's a little culturally insensitive, but the material is great. Sadly, the shop is now out of business. That's really all I can tell you about it.
He forms a little rooftop with his fingers. Cold air sweeps in from the balcony.
What was that? You were supposed to fuck with him, not compliment the decor. The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed.
You actually witnessed the lynching?
I'm sorry to say I did, officer.
This is just the break we've been looking for! Start from the beginning if you don't mind.
Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play.
What do you mean, like in a play?
It was just so strange. I could barely comprehend what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one. That's when I understood. I should not be seeing this.
Sounds like the victim was unconscious, or at least incapacitated. Interesting.
Who were they? Can you describe them?
I couldn't see their faces well, and there were quite a few of them. But they were very loud and very Martinez. Let's just say that the laboring classes can get rather expressive with their profanities.
How many of them were there?
I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10. Maybe 8.
What happened next?
I went back inside.
Yes, back inside. Keep yourself safe from the killing.
I also find it funny that he introduced himself with his full name, but he is still just the Sunday friend.
Were you able to see anything from inside?
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man.
Were they men? Women?
All men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly.
What ethnicity were they?
I believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Areopagites among them. And I am quite certain that one spoke with a Mesk accent.
What happened next?
Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynching.
What do you mean nothing happened? They lynched the guy.
Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything.
Why didn't you call the RCM?
You're right, of course. That is what one is supposed to do in such circumstances. I was simply in shock. I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add.
About what time was all this happening, approximately?
All I can say is that it was late.
So let me get this straight. You didn't actually witness the hanging itself, did you?
No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day.
Well, that was a waste of time. Jesus. Those are all my questions. Thanks for your time.
Of course, anything I can do to assist the RCM.
What's an official like you doing in Martinez?
The coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight.
What is the price stability?
It is the most important thing.
It is the most important thing. That doesn't tell me anything.
It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment, which is essential for maintaining the social stability.
Ah, now I get it. Ah. Ugh.
Basically, it makes sure the price of bread doesn't change.
Précisément. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers to produce. That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%.
Below 2% of what? I love the dialogue options that are literally just like, I don't understand anything in the world. Why did I make the bureaucrat German? I feel targeted. He's so obviously French. Précisément. Does that sound like German? This is fascinating, but I wanted to ask you about something else.
But not too far below. No. Too below is also bad. Below, but close to 2%.
Love this place near France, I think, or a French imaginary place. Yeah, it's kind of... It's like, it's not in a real place, but it's like, it's French, I guess. That's kind of basically what's happening. Like, cause I mean, there's like, you know, a lot of references to the real world and stuff, but overall, it's like they're in this like different world called Elysium. Disco Elysium. Yeah. But like we're kind of in like fantasy France. You're not answering my questions at all.
The coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price stability. Transparency is one of our principles.
I'm sorry,
Would you
Javi,
like
I
an
don't hear
informational
German at
pamphlet?
all. Sure, give me a leaflet.
A sound monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty.
Am I gonna get a
Stability
new
is the raison
FOD,
d'être
but this time I'm
of the
learning
morality.
capitalism?
It's the reason why I identify as a moralist. But oh, I don't have my leaflets on me today. That's too bad. You can always call our information line. Making information available is part of the Moral Intern's commitment to transparency.
Hi, Shea, welcome to the stream. How's your day going? So what is this international community?
La communauté internationale is what Revacholians colloquially call the coalition. In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the revolution.
What do I call the coalition?
Your employer, technically speaking. The governing authority of Revachol. The RCM is but one part of this provisional administration.
So you're some kind of bureaucrat?
Yes, as I said before, I am a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé working for the Institute of Price Stability. This is one of the main projects of the Moral Intern.
I've heard about this moral intern before, but I want to know more.
It's the International Organization for Moralists, hence Moralist International. The Institute of Price Stability is just one of its many mind babies, as is the coalition.
So what I'm hearing is that we're moral intern bitches. Nice. I feel like I'm gonna regret either of these choices. Or they could just mean nothing and the game is stressing me out for no reason. So we're actually working for the moral intern? That doesn't seem so bad.
There are more nefarious powers to work for than the moral intern.
Are you a moralist? You already said he
But
is.
of course.
But why?
Because moralists believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values.
Lieutenant, are you a moralist?
Me?
You've managed to catch the lieutenant off guard, but only for a moment. He quickly recomposes himself.
I'm a lieutenant of the RCM, dedicated to maintaining law and order in Ravachol.
A very moralist answer.
The lieutenant is practiced in the art of putting on a show for one's superiors.
But what is a normal, stable world?
The Occident is part of the normal world. Oranje, sur la clé.
Martinez doesn't seem very normal or stable to me.
Martinez? No. Martinez is something else.
What about the rest of Ravachol? Is it part of the normal world?
Ravachol is generally difficult. It's led by an interim government, which means it hasn't yet achieved full democracy. But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking.
I have to pick out what my political view is now. It's like every time I'm talking to people, I'm choosing option D, none of the above. Is that moralism? I love that. The game is calling me out for not being able to decide. Sure, because it's funny.
Is this option D
Oh!
usually the most
I healed morale.
reasonable answer?
Yes, everything else is super extreme. It's like I'm living with a bunch of lunatics.
Sounds like you're a moralist indeed, my friend. Welcome.
Love that.
Moralism is all about compromise and achieving the achievable. It's pragmatic, realistic, and level-headed, an ideology for doers. Are you a doer, my friend? It looks to me like you are.
No, I'm more of a receiver type. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Now, enough of this delightful political interlude. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Tell me about Sur La Clef.
What's there to say? Sur la Clé is a modern, urbanized country that measures very high on the Human Development and Freedom Index.
Good to know, thank you,
Mostly,
Hitomi.
though, it's known as the executive
You're
heart
welcome.
of EPIS. Moreover, it is a great sponsor of less emerged countries. Ravachol is only one of its many darlings whose progress it supports and cherishes.
What makes Ravachol Sur La Clef's darling?
Because a great percentage of Ravachol's culture hails from Sur la Clé. Its language, its people, its cuisine even. Or at least in the downtown La Delta area.
Tell me about Oranje, I think that's how you said it?
Oranje is an exemplary
Oranje.
nation who, as a core member of EPIS, contributes 28% of our annual budget. Next to Sur la Clé, Oranje is probably the most prominent member of the international community.
What is EPIS? Did they mention that? I already forgot. Which one of them is more EPIS?
As founding members, they are both very EPIS.
Thank you, Searchyacht.
Oranje
So helpful.
carries a lot of political weight, while Sur la Clé takes care of the business side of things. Sur la Clé hosts the headquarters of the major EPIS institutions.
Okay, but outside of EPIS, what is Oranje?
Oranje's economy is one of the most advanced in the world. It has successfully transitioned from heavy industry to advanced services and generally acts as an engine for sustainable change in the international community.
Can't you just talk like a normal person?
About what?
About Oranje. Just tell me what it's like there.
Oh, it's very urban and very well organized. Their streets are clean, their horse cars run on time, the people are polite and efficient. Like I said, they are an example for less emerged nations to follow.
Okay, and now I saved the best one for the last. What are you doing here in this apartment?
Well, I'm renovating it.
Oh,
It is an
renovating
interesting
it.
project. The building
So
used
you're not
to be
fucking.
a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. This, of course, happened when the coalition.
He's not
forces
fucking,
landed.
Chad.
You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here.
Thank you. So I'm carrying the League of Legends game, and my braless male wife brings me chicken tenders and curly fries with barbecue sauce, unasked for.
Enjoy.
I'm gonna be munching now. I hope at least one person in chat got the reference. Enough business, let's talk about something else.
Whatever you wish, officer.
Are you telling me about your friend?
Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters.
Thank you, Mooney, for understanding it. Smacznego, thank you. Sorry if there's pauses between, like, lines and stuff. I'm just, like, eating, drinking. What's Kedra?
Kedra is a candidate member of APIS. But, between you and me, their potential membership is a more contentious issue.
I need to move the microphone because I'm gonna fucking... Oh, God. Oh. What do you mean?
That it's never going to happen. They entered negotiations in 21, and it's been pending ever since.
But it doesn't tell me anything about Kedra itself. Is it warm there? Cold? Something in between?
It's warm. It's also known for its mandarin trees and dust storms from Supramundi.
Anyway, yeah, Maya was very nice, and he made me food, and brought it straight to my desk. Isn't that great?
Kedra's an emerging market, but it still has a long way to go. Maybe that's why my friend's ménage decided to immigrate.
What a perfect wife. I love my male wife. No, but for real, like, how do streamers who stream long hours, like, how do they eat? Do they just always order in? Or, like, do they not eat for 6 hours? Or, like, what's the plan? I don't think I could just not eat for that long. How did you two even become friends?
How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Insulindian Isola? Oil platforms ablaze in the night? Civil wars lasting for years? Finally, the international community is forced to step in.
What are you talking about? No one becomes friends that way.
Au contraire, it's how millions of people end up where they are. meeting the people they meet. It's how I came here, and my friend too.
Are they always gonna say friend? You still haven't told me who he is.
Sorry. Who?
Your friend, the smoker on the balcony. We were just talking about him.
But I told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts.
Why does he
It
yap
is a
so much?
cornerstone of our civilization.
Fine, but what's his real name?
Officer, you have to understand. I can't give you his personal information. I'm sure you have your own methods and databases, right?
He's so good at evading
Please
questions,
don't
right?
put me in this situation.
I mean, I can't fully feel it out if he's like purposefully avoiding questions or if he just likes to talk a lot. You know what I mean? So all you can tell me about him is that he's here to study the arts.
He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes.
Which arts?
He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps graphic design, printmaking, who knows? The world is open wide for a talented youth like him.
What are you doing in his apartment by yourself?
I'm just enjoying the view.
What view? It's dark outside.
Listen,
Well, I'm not hearing anything.
the Insulindian Bay.
What about him?
This place used to be a luxury accommodation
talks so
before
much.
the revolution. Apartments, of course, were much bigger then. A few walls have been added here and there, leaving some of the tenants without a private bathroom or a kitchen. But the million real view stays. You can't take that away.
I was asking about your friend.
My friend comes and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around. He's a busy bee.
I had something else in mind.
I'm all ears, officer.
Thanks, I've got all I need.
A moment, officer. Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave.
Why is the game being like, hey, make sure you get all of the information? Hold on, why can't we talk later?
It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen. And I'm pressed for time. After you leave, I should be leaving as well.
Thanks for the heads up, but my work here is done.
Of course. I'm glad I could help.
So does it mean I can't talk to him again?
Was there anything else? Of
Oh.
course.
Okay, so let's do. Can I come back and talk to
This
him?
door is made of metal and appears to be
Oh.
No one answers.
Let's go. There's no.
Okay. Yeah, so once you leave, you actually cannot come back. What's this? Noted. Okay. Let's get in here.
The door to the Weasel's Den, guarded by the Lionhead Knocker. Both have seen better days.
Press your ear against the door.
The leather upholstery is worn and rough against your jaw. You don't hear any movement. In fact, it's oddly silent in the yard around you. No birds chirp.
Use Manana's key to unlock the door.
You try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of rattling of the handle to loosen the bolt. Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack. Thoughts race through your head. Well, buddy, you opened it. No need to go inside. It would be rude.
And I would never do a rude thing, right? I'm such a nice cop.
Only curiosity could account for stepping over that threshold. Maybe there's treasure in there. A white alligator. A fountain of quicksilver. As you hold the open door, You can feel the air moving. A little draft, a whistle.
Chat, we have to go in. Chat, we have to go in.
Master Investigator, you just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places.
No,
can
of
you?
course not. Of course I can't. What do you mean? It is my duty as a cop to investigate every square inch of this world.
Attaboy, the world's secrets were made for you. They wait patiently for you to uncover them.
The Jamrock Shuffle. By now it's clear you like to look inside containers. You like to open doors and see what's behind them. Maybe secrets? Maybe more juicy containers? Let's be honest, you like all containers. Trash cans, utensil trays, manholes, coat pockets, secret containers left behind to Philippine kings that hold forbidden relics. Okay, you haven't come across one of those yet, but one day. Wait, is that why you're so hellbent on opening containers? Do you think you'll find a holy scepter and the orb at one time? Amazing. I'm gonna do that thought. Let me in! A book titled The Hidden World of Walking Sticks lies open. You can almost feel the warmth of the red sun on the flag. Whoever lives here admires fair-haired fantasy heroes with big muscles. Okay. +1 drama, plus... Thoughts? Thoughts? Okay, I should... As much as I love that, it's not the stats I'm looking for. As much as I love it.
A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure. A dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols. A broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes, and others.
I finished my food.
A little ring. Though cheerful, the images on the ceramic make you vaguely uncomfortable. The images betray a lack of interest in human beings. They are merely unflattering caricatures.
What do I mean uncomfortable?
The owner of these mugs doesn't like people of other ethnicities very much.
Typical asshole.
This person is unhappy. The lieutenant picks up one of the mugs, then puts it back down with a look of disdain.
Oh, it was tasty. It was pretty good. The important thing was that it was cheap.
I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment.
Whip out your yellow man mug and compare.
Yes, your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here. The same humor, the same mocking lines.
There's the missing tin soldier. Whoever lives here might have used the Whirling's container to dump his trash. And now they've drawn the ire of the Union. The plot thickens, as they say.
An interesting little clue. Let's see where this goes. Clues have a way of magically connecting to other clues down the road.
Oh.
Perhaps you should break into apartments more often.
Hell yeah! Do you really think it's the same person who put the dead man's clothes in the trash?
Who knows? I'm not expecting too much from this clothes in the trash lead either way. It might turn out to be some random local matter, but still, a nice coincidence.
Move on from the mugs. Okay, is there anything else to do here? I've interacted with everything, I think. Can I, like, move forward? No. So it's just that I got that one clue. Oi. Oh, what's that? Have I seen that before? I guess this is just a new thing that I could just get some money! Don't you just love random money? Wait. Did I pay for my... stay?
Can I help you? You're already set for the night.
Oh, I already paid. Okay. We chillin'.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers. The men are talking, but you swear you hear those black limbs tap on the window as the wind blows outside.
-12. It's not time yet. Oh, I'm losing frames. Just quit.
There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's still too cold outside. You're not so sure about that. Somehow you just know there's something out there behind the glass.
There's something out there.
Yeah, your mother.
Ooh! Ooh! Avert your gaze away.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
I want to talk about the hanging again.
Again, just get the dead guy's autograph.
God, I'm
since
losing
you're his
so...
biggest fan.
I'm lagging so bad anytime I'm in here.
Good one, Titus.
About
Okay,
fucking
I found someone who
time.
saw the hanging, a witness.
A witness? You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this.
That's just tactics, Titus. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already rolled on the others, and is in witness protection.
My witness isn't the local.
Well, let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella?
He's not alarmed by the sudden appearance of a witness, but he is surprised.
Yes, let me just give him the fucking address. Surely there will be no consequences to giving him the full name and address. Let's just say he's a high-ranking government official and leave it at that.
Yeah, right. Like we wouldn't know if an MI plant was in our town. Nice try, right?
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate. Tell us, Copper, what wacky claims did he make?
Damn, I didn't even get to see the spam message. The witness said the hanging went down very quietly. No shouting, no commotion.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy Boys are dead silent.
Yeah, it's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets. What's with the cowbells, policeman?
The witness said it all looked like a surreal play.
Those flaccid MI cocks with their culture language. Everything's a surreal play or sublime whatever. Doesn't mean anything.
It means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem? Sorry we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see?
Shanky, it's Shanky, right? I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was.
You don't know shit.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
You didn't break this wagon fort, but you did manage to rattle the people inside a bit.
The witness said he saw two people of Areopagite descent and one mess.
Arabagite? Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo.
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there too. I already told you. We were all there.
Enough about the witness.
Some witness. I pulled the same shit. Came up with some shit, then went and said it to people. Get a reaction. Don't have to go to cop school to try that.
You don't have to go to school for shit. I never went to school and I'm doing great.
About that. About that.
You're doing a hell of a job, man. Hell of a job.
I found a witness and I still have a 3%. Can I talk to you about anything new?
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time?
What if I want to talk to you, not Titus?
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
Ooh. What are you going to do to me? Lieutenant is not satisfied with the approach.
What are we going to do to you? The Union isn't going to do anything to you. It is not a crime syndicate. It is a labor organization.
Kim hates me. I fucked up.
Goddamn right it is.
If anything, it is the RCM who do things to people. But we digress.
Maybe we'll talk later. Can I go in here now?
You see ahead.
Nope. Are you talkable now? Have to go around. Nope. What about you?
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
Do I just call it a night? It's 10 p.m. And I have like a nice little talk with Kim at 10 p.m. again?
Yes?
Never mind. Did I catch that somehow? No? See you in the morning. Do I have any checks I can do?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face.
Very low.
Adorned.
Very low. Let the mirror be.
The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting. But it's yours. You've earned it.
Good night. Are the
The
demons
bed
gonna
is
speak
still
to me?
cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep.
Here we are again, my broken
Oh my
bird.
god.
The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself. You're not cooperating.
It's a very horrifying
man.
voice.
It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender, You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball
I
of
feel
safety,
uncomfortable listening to this.
but you cannot because of the pain.
Every cell in your body is moaning in agony, asking, what did we ever do to you?
Every cell in my body. I'm sorry, cells. It's all me. It's my fault.
Now, you're finally thinking about something other than yourself. Let's see how far that'll get you.
I'm an artist, and liver damage is my art. This might be the best line I've seen in this whole game ever. Beautiful. The way that I immediately was like, what if I poured myself a drink? Bad, Hitomi! Bad! Bad! No, please, where's that blessed nothingness, that sweet oblivion?
You had your chance, Harry boy, and you missed it. Started thrashing around, acting all brave. Now the dark center has vanished. You'll never get back to it. You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people, really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
I will. I'm looking at people all the time. I like them.
Sure you do. They're all so friendly, aren't they?
Some of them are. Some of them are nice. Others are scared.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts! You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
Thank you so much for the follow, Gromgoff. Welcome to the galaxy. Hope you enjoy it here. How's your day going?
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Visual calculus 0. Amazing.
The door is closed.
What's up, dudes?
The woman in an RCM
Horse-faced
uniform winces as she notices you.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
A patrol officer is the lowest rank in the RCM, below lieutenant and sergeant.
I'm on a murder investigation. Are you the cavalry?
I'm definitely not the cavalry.
Hold on, you're a patrol officer of the RCM.
Yes, I am.
I'm a cop too.
I know.
Here's the real deal.
I'm the real deal. Is everything alright? Why don't you want to talk to me?
I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
Man. It's cool to see another cop. I thought Kim and I were the only ones. Let's just do this by the book, okay?
By the...
Something changes in her. It's pity. Pity comes over her. Am I from? God, he doesn't know.
Fucking deranged lunatic.
Wait. Wait. I didn't recognize her, but okay, goodbye.
You look like shit. And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
Oh my god, it's a CSI reference. How is it a CSI reference? You look like shit, asshole.
Wow, you seem stable and in control. Allow me to say, alcohol really seems to have had a positive effect on you.
Wait, did you not realize? Wait, Saoirse, do you not realize who this is? Oh my god, there's some weird ass noise from outside. Hi Corvo, welcome to the stream. How's your day going?
No, what do you want?
Okay, so this guy is cool. He stands there like a statue, an angry statue, and he does not like you.
Actually, no, it is still just cracking a joke.
Don't even try to win him over.
Do you wanna... I think the easiest way for you to see it is if you go back to my Discord to the memes channel and compare the portraits, you know? Esprit de Corps.
Watch out for you.
I think I have stuff that can boost that. Yep. Okay.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
Please.
You know
Oh.
what it is. It's like the two of you know each other. Just ask him.
Tell me the truth. Do you know me from somewhere?
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
Why are we... I passed the check! Why am I still acting like I have no clue who this guy is? Jesus Christ. So thank you so much for the YouTube sub, Talking Taco Taco. Welcome to the galaxy. Hope you enjoy it here. How's your day going?
Another life.
From where? From another life? Why am I embarrassing myself?
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of the... To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality?
Never mind, this is stupid. 69.
He seems to be observing you through the reflective glass of his eyewear. There's no reply. Perhaps repeat it?
Do I say... I'm not gonna say 69 again.
Stupid is a gross understatement. How about 41? How does 41st sound? Never mind. I'm not going along with this.
Let's talk more about the hypothetical Station 41 you mentioned.
Okay.
Is this just not voiced? Huh? Okay. So what would our relationship be in this alternate? What is happening? No, I don't want to...
Neither can I, partner. Neither can I.
It's a mere second, but it feels like you saw something. A gram of compassion in that sadness.
Okay, then see you around.
Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right?
No, this whole interaction was perfectly normal.
There's something missing here. Something you can't.
Why
put
are we
power
still
behind.
not real?
You know what?
Oh
Just
my
ask
god.
him. I know it sounds crazy, and you'll probably get laughed at, but still.
I'm thinking the same thing. I should just ask him if we're from the same station.
Yes, just cross it off the list. It's probably not true, though.
Does it...
Again? I can't believe this
Oh, what
shit.
happened there? With... Look, I just have to ask. Are we from the same police station?
I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say?
Okay.
Okay?
Jean, he said okay. Give it a rest.
Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter.
I got 5
male
XP.
nurse, animal
Was that
control
worth
agent,
all of that
something of
embarrassment?
that kind.
5 XP?
Not a cop. Go on with your cop work. Don't let me stop you again.
Okay. Hello, gorący kubek.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod.
Leo said your friend.
Acknowledging your presence.
Leo said you're friends with Manana. Is that true?
The mention of mañana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. Then he falls silent again. They're friends.
What isn't that borscht you're making there?
The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his and then seems to wait for you to speak.
Sorry, I don't understand you.
Just one word. Sounds quizzical. Then he awaits your answer with his brow arched.
Yes.
Borscht need more vodka?
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men
that
happy and in
that
good
makes
spirits.
sense, I guess.
Clever move by the Union.
Vodka borscht! I love it, Bratan! Turn it the fuck up and then ask for some yourself.
You know, kind of curious how that tastes. Can't
Turning
lie.
it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg.
Yes, turn the vodka up.
He smiles, nodding vigorously, then pours half a bottle of vodka into the pot. With a whistle, he stirs the brew.
Gorący, could I have some of that brew?
He smiles and nods enthusiastically, and, chattering away in his language, ladles some brew into a small thermal cup. Then hands
Can't
it
get
to
over
you.
the fact that we just accepted that his first name is Gorący and his last name is Kubek. Oh, I got alcohol. Because I have speed? I need to organize my stuff. Oh, right. Is there anything I can do still with my ledger?
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage
No,
of papers
I
hanging from
need
the board.
more logic points. Oh, Is it time now to look at the window?
Again, you find yourself looking at that
not
big
time
old
yet.
window. You see a set of tire tracks in the...
I still don't know how to get up there.
There are several...
Is there anything else I could do here?
The rotting man lies on his side with his eyes looking straight through you. Bits of cargo belt lie on the ground around him. His body is supine and open to intrusion by autopsy. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
2. Internal examination summary.
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
You don't even have a joke.
Damn.
Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth.
I didn't finish the
Not
autopsy, you know.
injury-related.
I finished the
Isotonic
first part, and
protuberance.
I was just like so
Hyoid bone.
long that I had
Let's
to
see.
get off this and end the stream.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it.
Ew.
Gently, a rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous.
Thought you started with it since I was late, but fair enough, it's quite dry. I honestly forgot that I didn't finish it. When I started the stream, I thought I finished it, and I had to like go do like the meetup with the dude with the cigarette, because that had to be done previous day in the evening. And then I was looking through my quests, and I realized that I only did the first part of the autopsy.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
Ew!
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Respiratory system.
Back hunched, as if in prayer, he begins to pry open the dead man's jaws. He stops to exert more force. Both hands are used.
Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
From here, it looks as though the clown-faced man is screaming. The tendons of his jaw are torn apart. Hyoid, ripped from the force of the lieutenant's hands.
Look inside the dead man's mouth.
No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again.
Why is
straight
this
in that
so
mouth of his.
descriptive? Look deeper inside.
It's hard.
Oh!
Once more, you taste stomach acid in the back of your throat. A contraction. Your throat pumps a little something from your stomach and into
Why
your
would you
mouth.
do that? Because I need to
You're
check
forced
every
to
single
swallow,
every
just to
single
keep
dialogue option. Please understand.
Inside, you see darkness. Just a mess of meat and darkness.
There are ancient mysteries down there, Kobo. Ask me later.
Hemorrhaging present in mucus.
Write it down.
Hepatobiliary. Na.
Why? Don't we have anything?
Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
Right, NA.
Same for toxicology and serology. Na.
Both?
Unless you have untapped reservoirs of knowledge there.
The completionist in me wonders if there's something we could still do.
We already have one test as per regulation, and we already requested semen.
Pigs requested semen like it's no big deal. I'm not even interested in these boring mulkus anymore. I haven't sucked him off or anything.
Can we change it to toxicology? Seems prudent.
At a request, then. We'll know if drugs or poisons remain in his blood. At this stage, I doubt processing will find anything, even if he was brimming with it.
Right, NA, and have toxicology requested. I do feel like that might help us a bit more than checking his semen.
Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with the hanging. Gastrointestinal.
He breathes a sigh of approaching relief. This is the last field on the list. He looks around, to the ground, the pool of feces there.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
Write it down amid the voila.
What's next on the list?
Description of injuries, summary.
Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too.
What about the injuries we have inflicted?
Oh, so we inflicted them?
Okay, I have inflicted.
Okay, so there's a spin-stabilized munition from a Kiel A990 muzzleloader lodged in his lung, and an incision on the thorax from a chain cutter. I wouldn't mention those. Better not to muddy the waters.
So, back to injuries?
Injuries.
What's the 4th injury field for?
Nothing. Just in case.
Bite marks.
Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted. And your opinion, officer?
Non-fatal postmortem.
Agreed. Next injury?
Turn the page back.
The corpse lay slouched to the side,
Oh.
oblivious to its surroundings. The field
All right. Bite marks, contusions on head and chest, and the ligature mark. So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath, the description of injury. 2 boxes.
Non-fatal postmortem.
Right. Next.
Ligature mark.
A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Write it down.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible.
Opinion fatal injury? Maybe?
That's it. We have established cause of death. It's not much, and it leaves much to be questioned. But it's a
Click the
start.
correct thing. I'm so smart.
Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over.
First, how did it go?
Well, we established probable cause of death. Some would say that's the goal of an autopsy. We requested a test to be run on the genitals. That was the règle. The results should arrive in a couple of weeks if we are lucky. I will not hold my breath.
What else?
We were thorough with the list of injuries too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy.
Oh yeah, well done, Master Detective. Maybe a drink is in order?
Stop trying to get me to drink more. What now?
I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg.
Rip out a copy of the autopsy pages.
For processing.
He looks at the dead man one more time, then at the slip of red paper in his hand, then at the corpse again.
He's thinking, did I miss something? You tilt your head, also looking at the corpse.
Perception legendary. Why is it that if I establish probable cause, my perception is worse?
The Jamrock Shuffle. In a way, yes, you are treasure hunting. Most officers from Precinct 41 do what is called the Jamrock Shuffle, cracking open containers. Most of them are from Jamrock or Coal City, the poorest parts of Revachol, that also overlap with the network of royal catacombs called Le Royaume, just beneath the streets. As children, you would all go underground, hoping to find treasure, and come back with a rat's tail or a used needle. That playful curiosity must still be in you. Who knows, maybe one day the Orbe de Montagne, the Holy Scepter, and the Cocaine Skull
The
will all be
cocaine
yours.
skull? Holy shit. Okay, what other quests do I have? Close the water lock on Wednesday. Oh, so what white checks do I have available? Damaged ledger. Oh, is that the ledger like that I have? Is that this?
It's the ledger you found in the trash.
Oh.
A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside. It's barely held together by it.
Do I have anything that boosts logic? Oh, I actually have logic +2 right now, huh? I don't think I can boost it further. No, I can. Logic +3.
It's the ledger you found in the trash.
Please, please,
Yes,
please.
at
Thank you.
last. You find a way to piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. HDB 41, date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, HDB 41120117000, the Next World Mural.
Wait, HDB41? We're in this officer precinct?
Why, yes, your precinct number is 41.
Harry Dubois.
Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are
Yeah,
your
I'm Harry
case
Dubois.
files. It's safe to say HDB are your initials. Harry Dubois.
Thank you.
HDB. Still feels like there's something missing from that.
Find it. I give up on Raphael.
That's comforting to hear. Now, detective, it takes half an hour to piece one of these together, if you still want to. Here are your options.
The Next World Mural.
This one is relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight on 1202, a graffito, nay, a mural, appears on an 8-story tenement overlooking central Jamrock. The building is a sparsely inhabited ghost tower, part of a failed real estate development called Grand Couronne. The mural is enormous. 2 silhouettes, a man and a woman, are kissing. The text cut into their form reads, "True love is possible only in the next world. For new people, it is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class."
So real.
People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2 days, the station's complaints desk gets clogged with requests to remove the bummer. You and your partner are assigned to the case. The graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the bell lectures have the literage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumored to be rich. They take responsibility for the execution, but not the design. The ideologue of the Next World Mural, as the crew calls it, remains an unknown.
Wait, did I ever find out who came up with it?
The case files do not show you finding the author of the design. The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner, JV, is against the removal, citing public support for conservation. This leads to a debate in Precinct 41, which then spreads to the streets of Jamrock, ending in a rare plebiscite organized by you and the rest of Row 3. The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villa Lobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rambling on the streets as to how juvenile and stupid the mural is, given a choice between 2 options.
So I get to still choose, even though I'm reading my previous case files? Keep the mural, it is right.
A staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority. And that love truly is possible in the next world for new people. And it is too late for us.
The middle class are not to be blamed. It's human nature.
Did anyone ask you what you believe in, man with the smelly toilet ledger? What do you want to tackle next?
I'm getting cooked.
Or are we done?
Man with the smelly toilet ledger. The unsolvable case.
AKA Leslie and Burke. AKA the public indecency drunk and the property damage drunk is a cursed case. It has been passed from unsuspecting officer to unsuspecting officer for 10 years. On January 29, the unsolvable case made its way to you. Why you accepted it, it is unclear. Every officer, and indeed most civilians in Jamrock, know it's unsolvable. You were so drunk you didn't remember what it was when you signed on. That, or you were high. Leslie will always take his pants off when he's drunk. Burke will always trash everything. It's just what they do. It is their nature. You cannot change the nature of a man. And you can't lock them away because public indecency and small-scale property damage are not punishable by incarceration.
Thank you once again, electrochemistry. My fucking god.
The only way for Leslie to stop flashing his genitals to bypassers and for
Huh?
Burke to stop dismantling signage and rear-view mirrors would be for them to stop drinking alcohol, which, in their 40s or 50s, it's hard to tell because of their distorted features, is a medical improbability on par with you ceasing to produce the expression.
Couldn't we just keep them off the streets?
You would think that, but you're wrong. Where's the fun in exposing your genitals or
Thank
breaking
you.
stuff in your own home? No, Leslie and Burke are on the corner of Main Street and Perdition, because that's where the action is.
Yeah, chat, why would you ever expose your genitals in your house when you can do it publicly? Am I right?
Can you keep yourself off the streets?
Why am I getting cooked?
Threatening fines, dragging them to the station, locking them up in the hellholes they live in, locking them up in the station, hypnotherapy, even trying to get the local gang of Zemyaki to take them out. The Zemyaki gave them ethanol, so Burke and Leslie would expose and rampage even harder. You tried it all, and still the complaints wouldn't stop, as they hadn't stopped for 10 years. It's plain to see from the files that you, Satellite Officer JV, and Special Consultant TH had more important cases to attend to. You uncover cross-reference to several ongoing investigations, each brought to a standstill every time you drive down Main Street. Because there they are, on the corner of Perdition. And what is Leslie doing?
Public indecency.
Good, you're learning. If the files are to be trusted, that's all there is to it. That and Burke breaking things, and the fact that they're both drunk. But then again, so are you. The case becomes considerably less comic one day when Burke takes a swing at your ledger. He must have it confused with the property he likes to damage. But the joke's on him. The officer is also drunk. Way more drunk than Burke there. And let's be fair, you also have party eyes. You slam the hardened plastic board in his face, then proceed to beat him
so much
unconscious
talking.
with it.
Huh?
In the process, the ledger sustains damage. The compartment within, reserved for permeable documents, is jammed shut. You stop your assault on the now
ZZZ levels of dialogue once again, right?
unable to do so. The officer began to cry, reports Leslie, who, at this point, is tending to
I'm so unable to focus on it. I'm trying really hard. Feels like as a streamer I have to, but I'm just like, ugh, so much yapping.
He came at us, and at us. I think he was trying to kill Burko. While trying to kill Burko, you slowly come around. The permeables compartment is open. You've smashed it open on poor Burko's kneecaps. The good news is, Burke can't walk anymore. Can't get out of his apartment, an invalid. With Burke to tend to, Leslie cuts back on the indecent exposure. Maybe he flashes his genitals to Burke. Who knows? But both drunks are off the street. The complaints stop. The unsolvable case is solved.
The game is an 11 out of 10 choose your own adventure audiobook. Why is that such a perfect description? Hi Grumgoff, welcome to the stream. Hello, how's your day going? Hope you're well.
Which is also why the officer responsible narrowly escapes a disciplinary hearing. The end. Do you want to read another one?
We're not reading another one. I don't have the fucking attention span.
Not much has changed in the meanwhile. Anti-Object Task Force. Behold, the Anti-Object Task Force has assembled. God's avenging angel, arrayed against the lower emanations of the
Attacking
dark
physical objects heals damage.
Tape recorders, motor carriages, and doors. So many doors. You're not just pounding it all to pieces. You're reforging the universe, from the anvil of the heavens to the worms below. Indulge in it. Be bold. Have an impact on the shape of creation. Out of the furnace of your rage, a new reality. Also, you should trash your room again.
Attacking physical objects heals damage. Wow. So normal. What's next?
You work hard.
I do?
Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide.
What hard work do I do exactly?
Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged.
True, I love this game but can't play more than 1 hour at a time. I can take like 1 hour. I've been doing like 3-4 hour streams, I think. But I don't think I can do more than 4.
That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil.
Maybe I could if I started at an earlier hour, but I have to like go to work and shit. Fucked up.
You ride.
Yeah, I ride. A little.
A little. You make money. You got gills, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco Negros and the Solas. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop, and a sprinter, and a money printer.
I guess I've made some gills, sure.
Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die. Now, ask yourself. Are you rich?
No, I'm actually not.
That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that?
There's a market for corrupt cops out there, but the immigrant cops have price dumped it. Jesus Christ. The system is broken!
Boo-hoo. The system is broken. The establishment is keeping me down. That's not the fuck yeah attitude you're used to. What is this? Why are you so poor?
Fucking taxes, man. I don't know. Why am I so poor?
Because of the taxes, G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze.
Really? Every time I sneeze?
Pay for. That makes them ask for more money from you. Here. Total tax duties add up to...
Oh boy.
98% of all your money.
Are you sure? That seems like a pretty big number.
What are you not sure about? They're milking your nipples till they bleed.
They're
Can't
doing
you
what
see?
now?
Aren't you sick and tired of having bloody nipples?
Bleeding nipples are kind of a pain, but how will deregulation help with that? What the fuck am I opting into? I'm not sure what exactly I'm opting into. It just says opt in. Opt into what? I'm like looking through the dialogue and I'm confused. Free market fundamentalism. Okay, wait, what the fuck does that mean? A term applied to a strong belief in the ability of unregulated laissez-faire or free market capitalist policies to solve most economic and social problems. Okay. Laissez-faire is a type of economic system in which transactions between private groups of people are free from any form of economic interventionism. As a system of thought, laissez-faire rests on the following axioms. The individual is the basic unit in society, the standard of measurement in social calculus. The individual has a natural what? The worst kind of capitalism. So, but like, I'm stupid. I need this like explained in like more dumb terms. Is it just like if capitalism didn't have taxes? It just assumes that people want to corrupt deals, which is obviously stupid as all hell. Oh. Yeah. Capitalism without taxes or laws. Yeah, that does not... AKA America, but even worse. Holy shit. I'm not rich enough to want there to be no taxes and no laws in my capitalism. Opt out. This isn't helping me solve my money problem. It's only making me into a free market type.
What are you, a racist? Don't be a racist. Be a cool immigrant, ultra-liberal free market advocate. Ride or die. Keep it street.
Well, if not being an ultra-liberal makes me a racist, then I guess I should be an ultra-liberal. Save me. Save me from this game, chat. Chat, did you know that you're either ultra-liberal in every possible way and form, or you're racist? No other choice. Don't forget you can be both. I don't think I can be a racist ultra-liberal. I don't... Somehow, you know, I believe in many things, but, like, logically, not that. Go away. You can be a racist, ultra-liberal communist who supports the free market. Amazing. Fuck logic. Go away. Okay, let me swap my hat. The mental gymnastics for that are impressive as hell. Dude, I'm not trying to go to the Olympics with my mental gymnastics to make it make sense how I can be ultra-liberal, free market advocate, communist, racist. Hey, let the police flick the switch. So you're just sitting here and waiting for me to press the button?
A rusting control panel with loose wires dangling out from the hole where an indicator light used to be, and a mechanical lever sitting in the middle.
Pull the lever, again.
You grab the handle and pull the lever up. As soon as the metal
It's lever,
connects
not
against
lever?
the contact pins, you hear a loud clunk. Then, the water lock starts moving.
I think it can be said both ways. Okay, well, I was the one who was correct, so.
Okay, if we ever need to get to the coast, then this is the way. But please, contain your wanderlust for now. I don't want us to get sidetracked, not with everything
But
that's going on.
I have to go to new places! I have to go to new places!
Focus on one thing. Achieve it, then the next, he thinks. That's the task chain.
No, I want to do everything! See, I grabbed money. It's good I'm here. The radio really hums with electricity. Do I have like a task to like... Yeah, like, okay. Oh! Let me... Traffic beyond the gate. More abandoned motor lorries. Ooh. This is what? +1 logic, -1 authority. And this is +1 empathy, -1 logic. What does empathy give me? The sign says no entry. Someone scribbled an inverted star on it. Okay. Can I not interact with that? A breaker box to power the radio pylon above you. Maybe there's something inside. Money! I saw a fault. Oh, there we go. A cracking ahead, a broken axle grinding.
A banged-up motor carriage lies half submerged in the icy water, slowly sinking into the Insulindian Ocean. Only the cabin top, rear wheels, and the engine remain visible. It must be cold and lonely down there, in the icy water. The seawater has already started to corrode the metalworks.
This is where the tracks in the plaza were leading to.
It appears to be so.
Let's investigate.
I agree. We should definitely investigate.
You get a sudden, sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep, dark, cold water. Why the doom and gloom? It's just a sunken motor carriage. Some motor carriages are bound to end up in the sea.
Run your hand over the cold metal.
The motor carriage is properly stuck in the ice. Getting it out would require a team of specialists. A single day in the salty seawater would ruin most vehicles, but this one looks worn even in places the salt water hasn't touched it.
What does it make of this MC? Can I see a logo?
The logo is too deep in the murky water. You can't make it out, but you do see a monkfish float by.
Nice. How long has it been here?
The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess is it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
How are these waters cold enough for ice? Don't worry about it. It's a fantasy world of ELYSIUM. Well, well, well. Looks like Jacob Burr's journey came to an abrupt end here.
Your mocking tone finds no response, but the motion of the waves.
Yet another case of the engine displacement triumphing over the driver's IQ.
Yes, yes. Clearly, this is a triumph. I'd say the vehicle has been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
What should we do?
Let's wait for the low tide and see what's inside.
How long will it take for the low tide to come in?
I don't know. An hour or two, tops?
Sit on the swing and wait for the tide to recede.
As you sit down in the old, rusty playground, the world around you becomes very silent. Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor carriage in the sea.
Hold on, it looks very blue.
Yes, yes, it does.
What's your favorite blue thing?
Let me think about it.
God damn it. I have cloves that boost drama. I could boost this if I knew before.
Spit flies from your mouth to your moustache, your chest, the ground before you. No sound though.
Raining heavily here, Chief. Mind keeping it down.
This is realistic because in real life I also can't whistle. Beautiful.
The lieutenant must think it's rather funny. He smiles and quickly turns away.
Haha, very funny, so I can't whistle.
Just keep at it. It will come to you.
With his lips puckered, the lieutenant lets out a
Oh, he's
beautiful
puckering his
melodic
lips
trill
at me.
that puts even the insulindic thrush to shame. You hear the sound echo on the large body of water. Clouds race across the spring sky, and suddenly you just feel better about everything.
Hi, Nightlife. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? Just keep at it. You can whistle eventually. I've been at it for quite a long time, and no one was able to teach me. I also don't know how to, like, do bubblegum bubbles.
The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have passed.
So was your dad also, you know...
I'm pretty sure I told you already, didn't I? My dad and mom are both half Seolite.
Oh, right.
Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
What? All I'm saying is, I'm racist. Anyway. They can't do the version when you use fingers to make it louder. Oh, right, people do that, huh? Perfect. Oh, that was a bit of a whistle, though. Fuck. It was a little bit of it. A little bit of it. My favorite gay couple. Thank you, Angie. I'm so glad someone understands me. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? Do you think I will ever find my gun? No, we already know where the gun is, right? No, we're not sure if we know, because we're not sure if the dude actually has it.
God, I hope so.
I've been thinking, if I put enough time into eating right and exercising, I could turn myself into a living weapon, and I wouldn't even need a gun.
Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass.
You make out the mark now?
Detective, I've been able to make out the mark ever since we arrived. I find it odd that you
Man!
haven't. It's a Coupris, Model 40.
Why am I being bullied?
Yes. Why haven't you?
The voices in my head are bullying me!
It is a simple and rugged machine, favored by working men, government offices, firefighters.
The
and
fuck you mean
people.
good?
You know, those kinds of people.
Is that a number on the side?
Yes, 41. What do you think it stands for?
What is... Oh god, no.
I'm sorry, Harry. I'm so sorry.
41. Precinct 41. A massive pit opens up in your stomach, and the most terrible feeling comes over you. No. Just nope. Say no to this, Harry.
Oh my god, it's mine! I drove my car into the sea?!
I'm afraid so, yes. It looks like you drove your
Damaged
police
morale
motor
for that
carriage
is
into the sea.
valid.
After you jumped across the canal.
Yeah. They're not gonna take me back after this, are they?
People are more valuable than machines. Training a police officer is even more costly.
Maybe I was in pursuit of someone?
Of whom? I don't think so. If anything, you were probably
Man.
drunk.
Probably. Try definitely.
Thank you, electrochemistry! Way to make me feel better. How do we get it out?
Detective, we don't. A rescue operation really isn't viable at this point.
So it's just gonna beat her like that?
I'm afraid it will have to be there like that for many years. Look at it. Parts of it might be salvageable, but overall, this machine is a write-off.
I can still fix it.
That is very unlikely. All the electrics are toast. That goes for the electromagnetic steering and brake systems as well. You'd be lucky to find one undamaged component in there. In a few months, there will be nothing but rust left of this vehicle. It'll be cheaper to buy a new one.
Yeah.
Well, not cheaper. This motor carriage costs 40,000 real. But in the long run, it still makes more sense to buy a new machine.
40,000?
refurbish this.
I have 32! Not 1,000! I don't have that kind of money.
Let's face it, this is a substantial loss to your district's budget. I mean, my station only has 4 other vehicles in addition to my kinema.
The badge, the gun, and now this.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and doesn't say anything. There is also a fourth thing you've lost.
Yeah, my sanity. A fourth thing?
More precious than the gun, the badge, and the motor carriage combined. Lost forever into the deepest of seas.
Well, at least I can see what's in there now.
Yes, let's go take a look.
A bottle drained of all its booze is frozen to the ice. What'd I get? Oh, right, the canister. Money! I got the badge! Okay, what is this? This is +1 sedition, -1 half-light. Sure. Ooh. Look at me. I'm so sexy. I don't remember if I've ever interacted with this book. Ad break song, we are in an ad break. Did you guys know that there's a economic ideology called casino capitalism? I was looking stuff up to understand this game, and it wasn't like the suggested stuff on Wikipedia. The high risk-taking and financial instability associated with financial institutions becoming very large and mostly self-regulated, while also taking on high-risk financial investment dealings. Should I give Disco Elysium a try? I really like the aesthetics and idea of it, but gameplay looks so boring, or it might just be me. Well, I think it's a great game, but it is a very story-focused role-playing game. So if you're not into very story-heavy games with a lot of dialogue, it might not be for you. It's not really like about the gameplay as much. It's more about the story. But if you're into that kind of stuff, if you're into like role-playing games, I almost said role-playing RPGs again, I really, really recommend it. I mean, I'm on my first playthrough, but I've been really, really enjoying it. So, and you can get it for pretty cheap, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I got it when it was literally 90% off. But I'm pretty sure you can still, like, get it for really cheap in some, maybe, like, 80% off or, like, on other places. So, like, for a few dollars, like, I think it's, like, super worth it. And we're back from the ads. Interact with ELYSIUM. No, we did interact with it. Interact with the RCM badge Lieutenant 2... J.F.R. Dubois. Wait, why do I look sexy here? I look so much younger and sexy. Thanks, I'll probably try it. Nice. I can't speak. I hope you enjoy it. Probably because that picture's old. Okay, but like, why were we sexy before? Thick blue piece of acrylic covering a thin leaf of paper with the officer's name and rank on it. Next to the writing, you see a man stare back at you, a younger version of you, already disintegrating inside, but still presentable on the outside.
A police badge on which you see the photo of a man. You. Some seaweed is stuck to the back.
I found my badge!
At least something good came out of all this.
The lieutenant glances at the badge in your hands.
Encased between two durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information, and a watermark in the shape of the street grid of Revachol West. You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number, the date of issue, and, in the lower right corner, your precinct. The man keeps winking at you with his green-grey eyes. The photo is old, no doubt about that. Good choice. A newer photo would look different.
How old?
8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in massive sideburns.
And he's winking? Why?
What do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression, although it looks less grotesque on him than it does on you now. It looks better on him because he isn't in as much pain while producing it as you are now. Although there's already a hint of that pain, certainly. Don't be fooled. The bad times have already begun. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
Name, Harrier Dubois? I'm Harrier, not Harry?
Harrier, that's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Evrard was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't.
Wait, what kind of name is Harrier?
It's a wartime name. Revolutionary. The kind mothers give their sons during troubled times. Like Undying or Boxer or Ironhide.
Harrier Dubois it is then.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Harrier Dubois.
He's not going to call you Harrier. He'll keep calling you Officer when he's angry with you, and detective when he's not.
Okay.
The badge in your hands shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information.
Rank Lieutenant 2JFR?
Lieutenant W. Freighter.
What is a Lieutenant W. Freighter?
The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant.
And W. Freighter?
The title of Freighter is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank. In your case, captain. You have declined twice, thus you're W. Freighter.
Is that a word? It kinda is a word. Cause, I think it comes from this. But in the way that they're using it in a game, I think that's unique to this world. Client?
There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's décomptage might be taken, or sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their superiors out of respect. And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank, in your case, lieutenant.
Heavy-duty case-solving machine.
I thought my rank was drunk.
Yes, apparently you've had a rather successful career in the past, and this leads me to believe maybe your current situation is only temporary.
Thanks, that gives me hope.
Good.
What's a décomptage?
Décomptage is the hierarchical system employed by the Revachol citizens militia. It means counting down to twos. The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Then there are the patrol officers, then sergeants, lieutenants, and then a captain. That's basically it, except for a few kings.
What kings?
Kings like satellite officers and the additionally a freighter rank I already explained.
The long and short of it is, you're his superior.
Wait, satellite officers?
You are given the title of satellite officer if your partner is quickly promoted through the ranks and you rise with him. You don't seem to be a satellite.
So you've been putting up with all my bullshit because I'm your superior?
No, I've been putting up with you because despite an unconventional approach, you are doing good police work.
Or maybe you just like me.
It matters more than driving your motor carriage into the sea. And now we've even found your badge.
He trusts you, for now. Try not to spoil it. Such a small yet precious thing. Expensive paper caught between...
That's just the serial number. Revachol, Jamrock, Precinct 41, with some numbers thrown in there for good measure.
Date of issue, 7th of November 15.
4 months ago. I'm guessing that's when you were promoted to the rank of Lieutenant W. Freighter. A new badge usually comes with a new rank. You seem to have been doing well then.
The case created a lot of edge you have to take off. The death march really gets us going.
Thank you, electrochemistry.
A lot can happen in 4 months, especially in winter. The winters are never easy on you. Of that you are sure.
I remember that time! That was a good time. We had a good work-drink balance going. What happened, man? Pump it up!
Precinct 41?
Yes, it's the designation of your precinct. 41, like mine says 57. The 57th is mostly industrial harbor, a lot of asphalt. The 41st is...
What?
It's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. That district should have 3 precincts, but money is what it is.
It's no wonder you are like you are, he thinks. But then again...
It's a legendary district, and a hell of a station too. It must be an honor and a curse to work with people like Price, McCoy, Berdiaeva.
The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
Away. Footprints in the snow, they lead away from the accident. There's a boat tucked away underneath the tarpaulin cover. What if there's just a chair? See a dark red chair in the dim light of the room.
It's only a red chair. Just a red chair in an empty shack, with what looked like a dusty bow tie on the shelf. Nothing to see here, right?
Hey Kim, where are we?
In someone's abandoned shack. On the coast. In Martinez. In Ravachol.
What's with the red chair?
Nothing. It's just a piece of furniture.
Red paint is peeling off it. Looks like blood, no?
Alright, let's move. Ooh. What is this? Inland Empire versus +2 drama. Hell yeah. Because I don't want the fucking pie to keep on yelling at me. From the broken glass, dusty shelves, and a forgotten chair. How do I get... Oh, do I have to go all the way around? Why? Sounds of life in the north. A washboard scrubs filth from fabric. Cinder blocks charged. A makeshift fire pit with magazines for lighting.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass
Thank
the time
you,
when
tutorial
Lieutenant
agent.
Kitsuragi is gone.
+1 to Kingdom of Conscience. What does that even mean? Is something gonna happen if I wear them?
These are some
Yes.
wonderfully regular pants. Not too tight, not too loose, moderate in every sense. You'll blend right in at some pleasant dinner party.
I like regular, normal things.
I know you do. These Inter-Estellari pants are like wearing a perfect compromise in your nether regions. No one will call the moral intern on you like this, that's for sure. You're a little more moralist now, buddy. A little more normal, even if you didn't want to be.
Thank you.
Makes sense. This is what wearing boring office trousers does to you.
Let me swap back the trousers. Does it like show? No, okay. You see dust-covered linens, dried tulips on a bed. White curtains have been drawn shut, no looking in. Quick travel! Holy shit! Holy shit, there's quick travel! A wedding stone, well worn and covered in rust. Construction material. Whoever planned to build this house left in a hurry.
Yes?
No, I want to talk to the woman next to a bucket of clothes, hums an odd melody. Her eyes are closed.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
Hi Blum, hi Ray, welcome to the stream. Hi guys, what's up? What day are you in? I'm on day 3. I'm kind of covering, ain't I? It's noon on day 3. Lean forward.
Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
I see you're still alive through that last stream. No, I was completely fine, genuinely. Like, I couldn't sleep very well when I was drunk. But I didn't have, like, a hangover. Maybe just, like, a bit of, like, a weird feeling in my stomach. But nothing really bad.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
And I had fun. It was a fun stream. What he said, we're cops. We don't cause trouble, we take care of trouble.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
Wait, I've been here before?
No, not you personally. I meant the RCM. Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another, locked himself in that woodshed over there. He was brooding, needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place, somewhere more quiet.
What kind of an ill omen are we talking about?
Oh, the usual. Dark tidings. Black hound.
That's you, all right. A black hound licking your own heels.
If I'm considered an ill omen, why hasn't anyone told me that?
Maybe they are afraid.
It was definitely a fun stream. I just wanted to drop by and see how you were doing. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by. Why?
Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here. As long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then. Because that's the kind of fishing village we've built. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage. And not a lot of houses. Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone, searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Where could someone stay around here?
Stay? Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack.
How much is it?
I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
Wait, hold on, you're just giving it to me?
No one is using it, and God knows it's not much anyway. You can stay there.
I don't have to spend 20 real every day anymore! We win! Have a fun stream, I love you, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Okay, bye-bye! Thanks for stopping by. Okay, I'll take it.
Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the police.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
He's a little relieved you're no longer in that room. Should he? This environment encourages one thing, and one thing only. Drinking.
What isn't this fishing village?
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist.
What do you mean?
This is pretty much a non-place. A gap. A blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
There's gotta be something here, tell me.
Over there, you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild. That's the pox.
Between here and Jamrock, A dusty sea of old trees, all covered in industrial soot. Small houses under them, an overgrown park.
The pox? What's that?
An old military hospital and its surroundings. Or it used to be, during the time of the suzerain. After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shock veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium gardens. Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinder block houses, shacks as far as the eye can see.
What happened to the hospital?
The goodwill ran out. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's long gone by now.
Who else lives in this village?
Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east, but they're away right now. And then there's the drunks. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them.
Who? What drunks?
Sooner or later, you'll see for yourself. Don't have to look long to find these guys.
Is there a way to make a little money around here?
Here? For you? No, officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot about.
Alright, there's another topic I'd like to address.
She nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
What's further down the coast?
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even.
Why is it abandoned?
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
She's not telling you all she knows. Keep her talking.
What else is on down coast?
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
Which is it then? Apartments or electrical plant?
I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. It used to be something. Before the war. I wasn't here then, you know. Was born in Samara.
Anything else of note?
Of note? The old fish market up on the boardwalk. But it's closed.
Who want to come to a fish market here?
No one. That's why it's closed. It was once a bustling place, back when I was young, and so was everyone else. Now, what catch we do bring in goes straight into a lorry for the Delta or somewhere else.
That said, there's gotta be more along the coast.
What? You're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned building over at Land's End. Used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible. And now you know everything there is to know about this coast.
Tell me about yourself. Who exactly are you here?
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie. Now it's your turn, Mr.
Lieutenant W. Freighter Harrier Dubois.
Quite a handle you got there. So many titles. One of them double.
Goodbye, I'm off. Oh! You can't see into the house from this
The
angle.
door has seen better days. The layer of paint has started to peel off due to the salt and wind from the sea. Even the lock looks slightly rusted.
Unlock the shack door with the key.
I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangement. But just so you know, after we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the whirling in rags for the night. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
Stay in my room!
The key turns with a satisfying click. You can enter the shack now.
You see the waves, the sea, a church. Old science fiction magazines, books about birdwatching, an almanac from 39. The floorboards creak under your step. This intricate heat engine hums quietly, giving out pleasant warmth.
A brisk coastal wind still howls against the window of the shack. Occasionally, the waves crawl in under the foundation, producing a low hum. The room feels muffled, like you pulled your hat over your ears. Outside, it is cold and windy, but you're inside, and it feels safe and warm.
What is this place to you?
Looks like this is my new home. Wonder where the old one went.
Westward, across the canal, towers the
New
whirling
voice!
rags. Door number 1 on the second floor is locked. Behind it lies a trashed room. 1 floor below, behind a counter, stands an irritable man. In a small shack in the fishing village, a baroque heater hums quietly, emanating a sense of comforting warmth. A wash basin lies on the table, the water inside reflecting the somber face of the world. Far away, on the corner of Petition and the Main, a nondescript building, obscured in a haze. It's vacant and lost, just like its tenant.
Thank you, strange sensation, for a fair assessment of the current situation.
Outside, the howl of the wind has picked up. The waves crash against the stilts again. It's as if you think the thought, but in someone else's voice.
Look under the floorboards.
Okay, that was weird.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin.
Is shaving the right call?
The water reflects back a vague image of your face. Nose bulbous and red, hair unkempt, wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic. You'll be looking like a pansy without the chops. A fucking pansy. A fresh start looms ahead. Clean yourself up and be born anew.
Am I gonna cut myself?
Like an artist with a brush or a master swordsman, you use the small mirror and the straight razor with some soap to remove all that unkempt hair.
Wait, was that double six? I didn't even notice. I was just like, oh. Critical success! I'm crazy.
The sharp blade chafes against your skin, producing a scratching sound. The surface underneath the beard feels tender, the air brushing against it chilly.
Feel your clean-shaven cheeks.
They feel so smooth, surprisingly so. A feeling of freshness overcomes you, as if you
I'm
just
actually
came
not
from a
sure
cold bath.
if that makes me look less or more creepy. You know? Was shaving the right call?
The water reflects back a vague image of your clean-shaven face. Despite the bulbous nose, unkempt hair, and persistent swelling, you look a little younger, maybe. The beardless nature of your cheeks makes the expression seem even more like a terrifying grimace.
Is it like visible on my model too? Wait, I would have to like... Oh yeah, it is. I'm shaven now. Let me just take off the hat so I can see it better. Nice. It's cool.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see your reflection in it.
I have the exact
The
same
expression
checks.
fixed to your clean-shaven face. You're still not accustomed to it.
But I got +1 because I shaved. Cool. Ooh. What is my current jacket? +1 is pre, +1 visual calculus. But I can have... How does this... Ooh, hoo, hoo, look at that. I can't sleep yet,
The
right?
bed is comfort.
Aye. It said look under the floorboards, but I don't have that option. Inside you hear the cozy sound of some kind of heater sputtering. The street sign is illegible below the graffito. Hard to see the details, the colors, all warm and welcoming, are cozy though. A flower trough where nothing really grows, maybe in spring. I'm just walking to someone's house. Feels safe and warm here in here, not like outside. I can just steal it! Industrial coal pellets burn with an orange glow. Hi, kiddo.
Hello, mister.
A young girl, barely 4 or 5 years old, sits on the sofa. She's looking at you with frank curiosity.
She clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally, she twirls it around.
What does that thing you're holding?
It's Lammy. He's my friend. Sort of. Like...
Lambie is a stuffed lamb that, admittedly, has seen better days. One of the eye buttons is missing, and the fur is tattered in several parts.
Okay, well, pleased to meet you, Lammy.
Lammy usually doesn't like strangers. But you're also
Lammy
fuzzy,
looks like shit.
like Lammy.
Show her the stuffed bird you took from the ceiling. I shouldn't do that. I heard there was a girl here who has armored gloves. Is that you?
Oh, I had gloves. Very big ones. Heavy, too.
Where did you get these gloves?
Found them when Lemmy and I were playing hide and seek. In an empty house. Where no one lives. I think someone hid them there.
She doesn't want you to think she stole them.
And where are the gloves now?
I hid them. The twins were gonna take them. They're stupid.
We are going to need those gloves. It's for important police business.
Oh.
She doesn't seem to understand, but the lieutenant's tone has conveyed to her the important part.
They're in my sandcastle. Behind our house. Under the sand. You can break the castle. It's not very good.
Where are your parents?
My mom's outside. And I don't really know about my dad. Bye!
Bye! Those kids look so tiny. Do they not feel like super
the
tiny?
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old. The other one looks indistinguishable from him. He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth.
Is little Lily your sister?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey, where's your mom?
The kids don't reply, absorbed in their little game.
You guys look identical.
The stone-kicking one becomes frantic all of a sudden, as if that's something to be scared of. The obvious fact that you just stated.
He looks just like me.
Yeah, I said that.
The boy doesn't answer. His brother throws another rock. Both of their hair is covered in some kind of dirt. The rock kicker was just being shy, but now he's enthusiastic again.
You're bad with kids.
It's impossible to be good with kids, they're too stupid. I am, yes.
Don't worry, everyone is. How about we do some police work now? We're not getting anything here.
Bye, kids. Take care. Oh, there's something. The bushes are too thick and thorny to pass through. Grumbles an unshaven man with a ruddy nose. He narrows his eyes at you as if in recognition, then turns his head away.
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call Abigail!
I am the law! Who is Abigail?
Uh-huh. Abigail. Don't you fucking call Abigail.
Abigail is his wife or girlfriend. Chances are she's gone. Calling her wouldn't make it any better or worse. Sir.
Don't call Abigail.
Damn, even electrochemistry is scared.
Abigail.
Where am I? What is this place?
The man hiccups, then mumbles something unintelligible.
Tell me about your friends.
Don't you fucking call her. Hear me?
Hey, I'm on an important official investigation. I demand you answer my questions.
There's no use in yelling at drunks. He's barely holding it together.
The drunk man starts coughing, a really disgusting, hacking cough. He does not sound well at all.
Don't call.
There was little chance he'd be a reliable witness anyway.
Hi. Hi, dude.
Hey, tequila!
Idiot Doom Spiral. Same. A 30-something man clad in a two-piece Lycra TM tracksuit puts down his pilsner and extends his hand in greeting.
Good to see you. How's business? How's the whole reality situation treating you?
Shake his hand.
So what's happening?
Wait, tequila?
Yeah, Tequila Sunset. How are the, high-concept, reality-based adventures proceeding?
Good. These people know your true name. Looks like it has preceded you, Mr. Sunset.
Mr.
More
Sunset. I'm on a 50-year losing streak. Ooh. Don't know, people tell me I'm a cop. I'm getting used to that.
It's good to hear that you're on top of things. Talking about used to, did you know that I used to be a real mover and shaker?
He thoughtfully picks at his shit-stained Ew!
Sadly, things aren't going that well in Idiot Doom Spiral Land. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business buddies.
This guy's your buddy. You feel it immediately. You belong to an organization, a fraternity of drunks.
What do you guys do around here?
We are saving the world.
Ah, right. Of course.
Please don't call. Don't call.
Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol. That's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity, and willpower. But that didn't work out.
Hi to Drunken Coward. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going?
So now, it's a pirate's life for me.
What is a Tequila Sunset? You keep saying it.
It's you. Your Tequila Sunset.
How do you notice?
We've met before. Don't you remember?
Maybe?
Maybe. You look like you want to know how Tequila Sunset came to be. You look like you want to hear the tale.
The tale. Ooh.
Tequila Sunset. Something ominous there.
For some reason, the name Tequila fills me with foreboding. Maybe I shouldn't learn what it means. I need to know. Go ahead.
Let me take a sip to moisten up my chords. Tequila Sunset rolled into Martinez last Friday, and by Tequila Sunset, I mean you. The man, the myth.
Wait, do we meet on Friday?
Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves.
Okay,
This
okay,
is your
sorry, my
story.
bad.
Stop interrupting. You got here on Friday to solve a case, hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm. And by the worm, I mean the buzz. Because as far as I know, all you did was get piss drunk.
Well.
Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people that you're a police officer, and that it would be really fucked up if you shot yourself in the head right in front of them. That's pretty high concept, if you ask me.
It would be really fucked up if I just killed myself right here, right now. Thoughts?
Oh yeah, that's totally your style.
Thank you.
The lieutenant's
Thank you,
brow is
electrochemistry.
furrowed. He's listening as casually as he can.
Please continue.
It was a late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, were getting our drink on. Nothing remarkable about this. We get our drink on 24/7. Makes everything warm and glowy. I trust you know the feeling.
Chow, what do you think of this situation?
One moment we hear the sound of a motor carriage revving up somewhere on the plaza, followed by a series of dings and bangs. Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of anybody owning a pair of ears. That's just the reality we're in.
Naturally.
Anyway, there was a brief silence, a gasp of silence, if you will, followed by a real commotion. We heard the carriage careening towards the coast at top speed. Sounded like someone jumped the canal. We grabbed our brewskis and rushed to the jetty. Never underestimate the speed of an alcoholic. What we saw was a sight to behold. A beat-up police carriage containing you. Right there on the beach. You revved the engine and screamed at the top of your lungs. "The time hath come!" So, naturally, being the curious cat I am, I asked what time hath come, to which you replied, "The time hath come for tequila sunset, the end of all things."
I'm just so speechless. Say nothing, it's more dignified that way.
After which, your reality contracted. You jammed the pedal, plowed right off the jetty, and through the ice.
Your hands cramp on the steering levers.
We ran towards the ice, whilst you crawled your way out, miraculously unhurt, covered in seaweed and shit, like some kind of sea monster. When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. You said that your badge and uniform were in the car. It was too late to get in there, though. The carriage had sunk too deep. Recognizing a brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited you to party with us, which you naturally agreed to. We asked about the whole tequila sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now and insisted that we all call you that from then on.
My real name is Harry.
No, that's just what your mother called you. Your real name is Tequila Sunset. Just embrace it, brother.
How long did we party for?
Hours. It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then, at some point, I think it was Sunday morning, you got belligerent and wanted to talk about Revacholian women. How they're beautiful and also whores and so on. How one of them fucked you real bad. After a short while, you crossed the event horizon, looked sullen, got up, and left without saying anything.
Wow, that's quite a story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet Tequila's a fucking legend around the precinct. You must be proud to work with him.
If you only knew.
Did I tell you anything specific about the person that fucked me?
You were pretty vague about it, but you kept saying you got fucked real hard, and that we've all been fucked too.
Please, don't open that door.
No one's fucked me. I do the fucking around here.
Thank you for the insight.
Abigail.
It seemed pretty painful, to be honest with you. If I had to guess, I'd say you're still working through some shit.
Did I mention losing anything else?
Beside your gun and your badge? You said something about your hope or heart or something. To be honest, the details are a little hazy. In retrospect, I guess you lost your motor carriage too? That's a big one.
Did I say anything about my colleagues?
You told us that they were a bunch of fucking losers whose main interest was cramping your style.
It's more like you were cramping theirs.
No specifics, though. It was more about you that night. You were the star of the show.
Did I say anything about the case?
Yeah, you said it was no biggie and that you'd solve it in no time. And that you didn't need anyone to do it. You're doing it solo now.
A lot of cops go solo and hermit once they reach that level of alcoholism.
That level of alcoholism? Excuse me.
It's not meant as a joke. He's sorry for the hermit cop.
Did we talk about, politics?
Yeah, you said that you'd really behaved unreasonably and failed to uphold your responsibilities as a representative of the coalition.
Did you get a read on what kind of cop I was?
You kept apologizing for being such a bad cop and for the damage you've inflicted on everyone around you. You also kept pausing to knock the heel of your hand against your temples, saying, "Stupid, stupid, stupid."
I don't need to hear anymore.
It's a hard thing for a man to confront his past. That's why I avoid mine at all costs.
You seem like you're characterized by your storytelling ability. Want to tell me another one sometime?
Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm a fucking storyteller. Right. Why not? Better than a beach bum.
Yes, want to tell me how you became Idiot Doom Spiral?
It depends, really. Are you willing to help me out?
Huh?
The gleam in his eyes and the slouch in his posture is so incredibly familiar.
You want booze, don't you?
I don't want it, man. I need it. Can't tell stories without it. Dry stories are boring, you see? So, have you got anything for good old Idiot Doom Spiral? A bottle for a story. Seems fair to me.
I got a special strike brew the Union uses.
Interesting. Ah, this
Wait,
is what
am I
they use
using?
to keep the working man
Wait,
going.
did I just give him all of the uses? Because it has like 4 uses.
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
Wait, I thought he would just like drink it once.
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. Something happened to you. Something happened to
damn
me,
it.
too. My actual name is George, but around here, you already know. I was once a reasonably high net worth individual, a founder / junior partner at a high concept creative services agency. When my story begins, I had just landed a major contract with an insurance firm.
Go on.
I used the profits from my agency to finance what I called a cultural incubator. Abstract value generation, value per person, high concept stuff. I developed the paradigm, worked within the paradigm, but the burden of leadership weighed heavily on me. So I went jogging every so often to keep myself sane.
Wait, how many people did you have working for you?
22 full-time employees, an all-star team, a potentially historical set of individuals. Worrying about them often kept me up well into the morning hours.
Did the jogging help?
It did. With my trusty Sansarique tracksuit, I felt like I could conquer the world. But now dreams are worn thin, much like my tracksuit.
What happened?
One day I left on my evening run. As you may know, it's impossible to clear your head when you're distracted by the sound of keys jangling in your pockets. So I removed the key ring and put the keys for the front gate and the apartment into different pockets to stop the jangling, you see? At least, that was the plan. I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started to rain. The reality situation became very wet, very quickly. I made my way back home and discovered that I didn't have the key to the front gate. I'd mixed it up with the key to the letterbox, which was useless. Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. There was no climbing down because I slipped and landed on my ass.
I would have landed on my feet. I got feline reflexes. Can you imagine someone telling that kind of story and you're like, well, if it was me though, me personally, I wouldn't. I would be better. Hi, John Winston. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going?
Reality was looking rather grim just then. Me lying on my ass in a mud pit in the middle of a heavy shower. But when life knocked me down, I always got up. So I made my way across the yard. Standing in front of my apartment door, fumbling with my pockets, I realized that I'd also forgotten my apartment key.
You've gotta be shitting me!
I wish I were, Tequila. I wish I were. Instead of my apartment key, I'd taken the key to the office.
Okay, so what happened next?
I rang my neighbor's buzzers. It was late, and most of them didn't even answer. Those who did assumed I was trying to sell them something and hung up before I could even explain the situation.
Holy shit, YouTube chat is insanely unhinged once again, right? Right? This is why YouTube chat doesn't get a spot on my actual stream overlay. What the fuck is happening over there?
People are naturally wary of ad men, you see. One moment someone chats you up, 5 minutes later you've bought a box of edible lingerie and a strap-on. I don't begrudge them, especially since I was known to be one of the best.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Just then, I experienced a moment of clarity. I still had the key to my office. I could wait out the storm there. But when I reached my office, I remembered that I'd asked one of my producers to change the locks that day. And since I hired only the best, he'd already done it.
Oh my god.
And I couldn't get in. Anyway, long story short, life spiraled out of control. I haven't gotten into my apartment for years, and my girlfriend left me because she didn't want to date a homeless man. The company, well, you see where I'm going with this. So, now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you think? Like nothing you've ever heard, huh?
You do realize all of this is your own fault. Look on the bright side, I've got one hell of a story.
Yeah. Maybe I've exaggerated certain parts over the years. When you tell a story too often, it begins to take on a life of its own. But what matters is that it's true to my subjective experience. Anyway, that was all the story one bottle gets you. Almost empty, this one.
I can't believe I gave him all 4 uses of that one. Ugh. Why do you keep losing all your stuff?
Good fucking question, Tequila. If I knew the answer, you think I'd be hanging out on a beach in this formerly premium but now extremely dirty two-piece lycra tracksuit?
Maybe.
I used to own my reality situation. My business buddies and I had our own creative services agency. I had a nice apartment, an even nicer piece of ass. But somehow it all got away from me. Now I can't hang on to anything. Just last week I stole this nice new jacket, but then I lost it too. The only things I haven't lost are these two drunks.
You of all people should empathize with this. Perhaps this lost jacket is something you could help with?
What was the name of your agency?
My agency, man. The Boom Boom Room. Our concept was combining high art with the lowest forms of marketing. The color red, breasts, and oil painting. I convinced my partners to reinvest some of our profits in an even more high-concept cultural incubator called Thin Air. The artists were happy, the clients were happy. I was financing a group of poets in East Revachol who were developing a new universal poetic language. But then it all went to shit.
Mixing oil painting and breasts to make art isn't high art, it's just cynical wonkery. Damn. Right, okay, never mind what I asked.
Asking is how you get ahead.
What's this about a lost jacket?
Tequila, it's a verifiable tragedy. It was practically brand new. Sure, it didn't really go with my lycra threads, but it did itch a lot less. Say, you're a detective, right? Maybe you can help old Doom Spiral out. Solve the case of the missing jacket. What do you say, Tequila?
Wait, you're asking a police officer to help find a jacket you stolen and lost?
Yeah, exactly. You're here to serve, right?
Okay, sure. Where'd you lose it?
If I knew where I lost it, don't you think I'd have it? I mean...
Thank you.
Maybe I was up by the boardwalk, or walking along the beach, or checking out the abandoned fish market.
That's a lot of places.
Somewhere north of here, that's for sure. You could ask around, see if anyone's seen it.
Let me ask you something else.
I'm all ears, Tequila.
Okay, okay,
you
okay.
too, Tequila.
So much speaking, so much yapping. Oh, autosave. Is there anywhere else I can, like, walk? What's that? Receipt and letters read Mazout. The rear tire of a motor carriage adorns these reeds. Relax, it's not yours. You didn't crash every MC in Revachol, hopefully. I really unlocked a lot. Ooh, another quick travel. I unlocked a lot of new areas, huh? Someone must have worked hard to smash the plastic dome.
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. You could use it to call someone, unless you're out of change.
Who can I call? Do I know anyone's number?
You hear the tone. The machine is inoperable.
Why would I dial a random number? A dead phone, a smashed receiver, like someone hung up too hard. You can imagine why calls become terrible sometimes. Oh, let me... Buzz, hum, the electricity flows through the wires with audible power.
Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on
Is
this
this
railing.
the
It
jacket?
smells really bad.
Take a closer look.
It's streaked with dried seagull shit and tangled with pieces of seaweed. A dangling arm suggests that there might be a jacket beneath the crust of filth.
Please tell me you're not taking that with you.
I think this is the jacket the idiot Doom Spiral guy wanted me to find.
I'm sure he'll be thrilled to have it returned.
This filthy rack has been at the mercy of the elements for quite some time. It's streaked with seagull shit and abnormally stiff from God knows what natural processes. You can't even tell what brand it is.
As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound.
Man, how did this jacket get so disgusting?
It's a sordid, filthy tale, not for the weak. Are you sure you can stomach it? Some secrets are better left uncovered. Don't even try. Seriously.
Think about it.
It occurs to you that you're not even holding the jacket itself,
Ooh.
but rather the thick crust of jetsam and seagull shit
Ew.
that ensconces it.
Ew. Gross.
Why? Why did you think about it? Look at your hands. They're covered in muck.
Ew, ew, ew.
Now you're just flicking that shit everywhere. This is a disaster.
That genuinely makes
You'll
me
never get the
uncomfortable.
smell.
Ew. 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 A makeshift roof. Vagrants have tried to make the boardwalk habitable. The coin-operated waiting machine hasn't been used for a decade. +2 encyclopedia, -1 perception. The vagrants have recently painted the tarp red. Water drips red from it. A big wine canister. It's open and empty.
The smell. It's awful and familiar.
Hold on, that is awful.
It doesn't help. You can still smell it.
Isn't it just a rotting fish?
Don't be naive.
Oh no.
Don't you recognize it? That hideous pungency. That faintly cloying sweetness. Only death smells like that. Something cold wakes in the pit of your stomach. Fear.
Heads up, Lieutenant. Something's not right here.
The lieutenant has already brought a handkerchief to his nose.
Is that a rotten flesh?
A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand, a chewing gum wrapper. Half of his body has slipped between the cracked boardwalk, starting with the right leg. The fall has left him broken, contorted like a sad puppet.
Hold on.
The lieutenant squats next to the corpse and examines his face. Two bulging eyes stare back at him, void of any signs of life.
Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is has been dead for 2 days. No longer. We need to investigate.
Another dead body. This is your job. Steel yourself. Calm now. Carefully. Just another day. Just another dead body. Breathe. He's wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest. The leather jacket suits him well. It must be custom made. You find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library card folded into two. His jacket feels sodden and heavy under your hand.
Good. We should take a look at that library card after this is done.
Study the man himself.
The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. Coagulated blood covers his black hair. One of his feet is still dangling through the hole. You have to be quite inebriated to fall that bad. Well over a liter of pure ethanol. 3 bottles of wine, or 1.5 of spirits. His expression is dull, like the sea behind him. Drops of water shining on his moustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze. He was confused when he died. Confused and alone, most likely. Overcome with the awful surprise of it all. He was just about to head home. The first step back home proved to be his last.
It's actually sad.
There's some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole. An empty bottle lies nearby. A chewing gum wrapper is clutched in his fist.
Examine the man's head.
A dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. An open wound. It's sticky and cold to your touch. This is where he came out of himself, drop by drop, when he was unconscious. It took 3, maybe 4 minutes.
Wait, so... That's all for a crack in a bar. So what, he was drinking and he decided to go home and the board just happened to break under him and he perfectly hit his head on the bench and just died. That's actually really depressing.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you?
No, just this one in the back of his head.
Seems like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the shape of the bench.
Step on the floorboards.
They screech under your feet ominously. It's hard to say whether the dead man's weight was the cause of the boardwalk to break. It definitely looks fragile. A 0.75 liter Tallulah vodka with its cap missing. There's hardly anything left inside. It's mid-market spirits with a slight touch of menthol. The man meant to enjoy himself, have a good time.
Tear all around us. I'd prefer if you didn't collect them this time. It's not proper.
True. It feels disrespectful.
I will collect it right after, but sure.
Grabowski's spearmint chewing gum.
I need my 20 cents,
Green
please
leaves
understand.
on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror of the fall.
Being respectful, but I need my 20 cents.
Careful. The wind blows. The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind as you take a step back.
Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't just walk over here. But that's just a lazy assumption. What do you think?
At least this man knew how to party. Imagine the same scene without the bottle. Now that would be just sad. This is an omen.
Thank you, electrochemistry.
A sign from above. Don't start drinking again.
He looks like me. I could have ended up just like him, dead on some empty boardwalk with a bottle next to my corpse.
Well, at least you're not married.
Or, what if you are?
But let's try to not
I expect another hit to my morale there.
All we know is that he's an unidentified middle-aged man found dead on the Martinez boardwalk.
What should we do with him?
From where I stand, I can see 2 options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
We found him. We should finish this.
Alright. We should first examine the library card you found. Then we can call the station from my kinema. Let them know we are taking the case.
What do you think happened here?
Death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been for that bench, he'd be alive.
Right.
It does seem to be a pretty straightforward misadventure, although there's still a question of identifying the body.
There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab wrapper in the trash bin. 2 empty bottles of Tallulah vodka and a can of black potent porter is all you find.
A tragedy.
He shakes his head with genuine sadness. Whoever tossed it here.
Okay, so I
was
can't
a heavy
actually take
smoker.
it.
The brand name reads Red Astra. You see traces of mayonnaise and ketchup on it, as well as a tomato wedge. The wrapper reads Shish Kebab Revachol.
The Coin operated viewer has been out of order for years. Moonshine probably smells like tasty fermentation. Can I walk in here? Okay, can I walk through here? I can. Cool. Bars cover these long, dusty windows. What are you guys talking about?
And Mikhail noticed the windows, especially with how there are no windows on the south side. This was to deal with. You officers, come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinez? I'm Tran Heilostam. You must be Kim Kitsuragi, right? I was just telling my son about this building.
How does he know who I am?
Not a lot of people realize
or who
the
Kim
historic
is.
significance here. Very rich in hypertext.
Nice to meet you.
Hold on, hypertext?
Yes, hypertext. Young Carp and the collection of cultural hyperlinks.
He's rich, of course he knows the cops. Fair enough.
He's just making up fancy words. This doesn't mean anything.
Wait, what was that about the windows before?
Oh yes, so Mikhail. They had to deal with monitor glare, especially in the summer. They still had vector monitors back then. That was 49 years ago. So they didn't have windows on the south wall.
You and Kim know each other?
No, I can't say that we've met before, but I've heard of Kim, of course. Mikhail, say hi to the officers. Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer. Have you heard of it? It's a programming language used in Grad. Quite tricky, but he wanted to play this Grad-made adventure program. We've been getting really into worms lately.
The man speaks
Worms?
in the artificial cadence
Worms?
of a professor, or someone who's been on too many radio shows.
But I assume you're not here for giant worms when there are so many real things to see. Just as I was telling Mikhail before, this is where the Coalition landed in 08. We could be standing on what is the most interesting landmark in Revachol West.
This man is your half-brother. You feel it.
What?
But why?
He looks like someone who has money. What's so fascinating about an empty old building?
Aha! But it's not just any empty old building. What not a lot of people know is, this used to be the R&D department of Felt Electrical. And Felt, which now sells ink cartridges mostly, was once a top dog in the turn-of-the-century cybernetics boom.
Hold on. What's R&D?
Look at the building looming over you. I failed the encyclopedia check.
It looks old and weathered, with seagulls picking apart its stone and metal carcass. Bushy undergrowth has taken hold of the collapsed rooftop. Some kind of bird has set up a nest on a broken windowsill.
I don't think I've ever heard of this Feld Electrical.
That's not surprising. Only a vestigial ink cartridge and ferrotape manufacturer remains. They started out as a midway electronics outfit in Königstein 2 centuries ago. After an aggressive move to Revachol, Feld became a global player in the emerging personal electronics market of the pre-revolutionary era. Still, Tricentennial was beating them in business machines. But Feld had an ace up their sleeve, or should I say they were developing an ace up their sleeve. I'm mixing my metaphors here.
What was that ace?
It was here in Martinez, possibly in this very building, that they developed prototypes for a tape computer.
A tape computer?
Mm-hmm. An elegant folding mechanism of rollers and ferrotape ribbons, portable enough to be a take-it-home solution, revolutionizing business machines, possibly even bring them to the average consumer. Which is a feat of engineering even today's giants, Rehm, ICN and ZAM, haven't achieved yet.
He assumes something like a combat stance, facing the wind.
What happened?
Indeed. What?
The revolution!
Unfortunately, their moonshot project never made it to the market. Feld's move to Revachol backfired. The revolutionary government liquefied their assets and expropriated those very advanced prototypes. Possibly from this very building, or one of the adjacent ruins. All of this was built by Feld, even a boardwalk. Wild Pines built Martinez proper as a resort for their middle management. Feld built this side of town for R&D.
You're saying that Feld Electrical built this boardwalk?
Yes, they even built a pleasure wheel, but that got destroyed and
They built a what?
A pleasure wheel?
Perhaps reminded of a childhood memory. It's clear he would prefer there were a big wheel lighting up the coast.
Yes, to lure in their star engineers. This part of Martinez was nothing but reeds before Feld arrived. They had to make the prospect of living here attractive. It was supposed to become a global center for innovation in cybernetics. But history had other plans.
What happened to the engineers, the company people?
Oh, I'm afraid it didn't end well for the boys. But this story is a bit too dark for little Mikhail here. Now, if you were to ask about tape computers...
It's a big wheel of seats where you ride on them. Get your mind out of the gutter. Who the fuck calls that a pleasure wheel? I have never heard anyone call that a pleasure wheel. When I hear pleasure wheel, I think of like a weird BDSM device. The like amusement park thing is the Ferris wheel or like an observation wheel. No one calls it a pleasure wheel. That's weird. Hi Condorcito, welcome to the stream. How's your day going? Started playing Disco Elysium at the same time. I was there yesterday. Nice. What did revolutionaries do with those advanced tape computers?
They used them for military communication.
S&M sponsored by Feld
and send out
Electronics.
press releases. The most notorious example being Le Décret de Mars.
What was that?
What's the Mars Decree? I mean the radio transmission sent out to news
Why am I
agencies and world
in so
governments
much
by
yapping
the newly
again?
created commune of Revachol on the 7th of March in the year 02.
I'm doing great too. Thank you for asking.
It's a beautiful piece of text, actually. A singer-songwriter I know, Charette, called it a love poem to Revachol on her political concept album, Bombecer dans le Lind. You should read it. Every local library in Revachol stocks a copy of the decree. I tried to get Mikhail to memorize it. Tried to. Someone was much too interested in worms to be paying any attention.
How do those tape computers work? Do they work like radio computers?
Actually, no one knows. No one even
No one
knows
knows?
what a computer made entirely of tape would look like. But word has it, they were very elegant, exquisite, alien-looking turn-of-the-century hardware.
Sure.
10 years ago, I did a little freelancing, I guess you could say. I was a special consultant for an exhibition at the Womty Dumpty Dum Center in Vedefort, Oranje. It raised the same questions, and we had lengthy discussions with Paul Ockerman, who was head curator at the time. This was before the twins Keith and Guy Juice joined the team, trying to...
I was a special consultant for an exhibition at the Wumpty Dumpty Dome Center.
Wait, did he just say Humpty Dome Center?
Thank you.
He did it. He said Wumpty Dumpty Dome Center, like it's the most natural thing in the world.
Okay, the Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center, Paul Ockerman, Keith and Guy Juiced. What are you talking about?
The Womty Dumpty Dum Center for Contemporary Arts.
Oh.
The exhibition itself drew on Lagerman's notion of memory, and so there were some parallels. That's why the head curator, Paul Ockerman, chose to...
You're making this up. Kim, is he making this up?
In fact, I'm not. The Womty Dumpty Dum Center is a place you can visit if you're ever in
I got the Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center
for
thought.
an exhibition space / contemporary art research center. But perhaps I should return to the tape computers. As I was saying, the device itself was very elegant, fragile even. One could write directly on the tape using a special chemical solution. The machine would then analyze the handwriting, perform operations and project output onto a white screen. It was a beautiful, delicate thing.
Cool.
Very, very cool.
It's
Though
so
I understand the
wumpty and
socio-economic
dumpty.
causes of the revolution, it pains me to imagine the revolutionaries setting fire to this precious device. But so they did. The felt playback experiment vanished into the fires of '07.
Wait, a failed playback experiment?
Yes, the official name of the prototype.
There's
Some
no way
sources
that
report it
anything
as
just
the
due to
felt
telling
playback
me is real.
experience. But those are incorrect.
Why did the revolutionaries destroy it?
Who knows? Maybe it was an accident, or maybe they didn't want the technology to end up in the wrong hands. Either way, they're all gone now. All 3 versions of the prototype. Nothing but debris and ashes remain inside that building.
I want to ask something else.
But of course, what else?
I already forgot half of the things that he already told me. I'm so not interested. You look like someone who has money. Do you have any money?
I do have some money, yes, but that's not what's really important here.
Could I have some of that unimportant money then?
Oh no, I don't have it on me, officer. I was talking in more general terms. I'm just spending time with my kid here, showing him around the lesser-known parts of our hometown. It wouldn't be wise to carry huge amounts of cash on such expeditions.
He felt stupid. I thought I could get some money out of him.
Not that he would have to worry about being robbed. He looks surprisingly buff.
Ooh.
Does he work out?
By the way, do you work out?
I do some Lomantang stick fighting now and then.
Wait, what's Lomantang stick fighting?
It's an anthropological heritage.
I love how you're
of
just
the
begging in front of
Lomantang
his kid.
A martial art of sorts, but what not a lot of books mention is that it also carries a cultural significance among the Lomantangs, as it used to be the best means of showing off to look for a bride, which...
Please think about the Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center. I want to learn more about the Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center, not only because I want to hear the game say Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center again.
Interestingly enough, brings us to the socio-economic structure of the traditional rural tribes of the Lomantang Isles, which... But anyway, I'm boring you with details again. You were saying?
I don't really remember what I was saying.
Then I guess everything got said, right? The drizzle. It never seems to stop, does it?
Great, thank you for all the information.
No, thanks to you for having me and little Mikael here to pick your brain.
What a weird-ass
interesting
interaction.
Conversation indeed.
What a weird-ass interaction.
You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D.
Trans Encyclopedia scale is surely in double digits. Yeah, and his yappening scale is in triple digits. Jesus Christ. So hi Markek, welcome to the stream. How's your day going? Another power box. It charges nothing now. It's empty. The fence blocks the path. No way on from here. Ooh! Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center. It's Wednesday evening and something heinously exciting is underway. People have gathered beneath the billowing roof of an oddly shaped trophy building, sipping wine and exchanging opinions. 29-year-old Wonder Twins Guy and Keith Juice are the stars of the show, with their bomber jacket and white sneakers, head curators of this art exhibition. It's the Wumpty Dum Dee Dum... It's the Wumpty Dum Dee Dummiest event of the year. And all the cool kids have RSVP'd. Where are you if you're not there? Wumpty Dum Dummiest Wumpty Dum Dee Dummiest event of the year. How is this game real? Oh my god. Hey. It's not real, you're dreaming. It feels like I'm dreaming. It feels like none of this is real. Can I go through here? I can. Oh god, we're exploring so much. Tiny cages carefully constructed. These soggy logs smell of ignition fluid. Still, they won't light up. These heavy military blockades are riddled with bullet holes crumbling. Okay, that's as far as I can go. Oh. It's almost impossible to get a fire going this near to the ocean.
That patch of reeds over there, it's a great place to hide something. Kind of out of the way, being so close to the water.
What is this about?
Nothing. Just a hunch. The hunch passes, leaving you there, by the old boy bobbing in the water. Time to go.
Oh, I have to go like... But I can't move. It won't let me go there. I don't understand. What? A boy bobs in the water. The number on it says 11. Yeah, no, it doesn't. It just doesn't let me go there. So what was all of that about? You say that there could be something there, and then you don't let me walk there? What? So I thought that was a hat, but that's a lamp. It's like when you zoom in, like when you're like here, it looks like a hat that's in there, but it's a lamp. What the hell? So weird. Nothing, just a HUD. Just the game fucking with me. Huh. Huh. Oh my god. Okay, I think we're gonna stop here. Another great fucking Disco Elysium stream. God, I love this game. All the new people. Have you looked under the floorboards yet? Oh my god, I forgot about how that was a thing and it also wouldn't let me. It's so frustrating. All the new people, remember to follow the Twitter, join the Discord to get full stream schedules of what I do, when I stream, what I stream, to get more of my content, all the updates, everything. More Hitomi! Me! I'm not self-centered, I promise. More Tommy! Because what else would you need in life? And who can we raid? Not self-centered, only an egomaniac. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Do. Okay, we can raid Enrico. He's chill. I love him. He may be a bit much. Don't tell him I said that. But maybe you guys will be fine. Enrico Hitomi said, thank you. I can't trust you guys with anything. Anything. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed Rico's stream. I'll see you guys again on Thursday for an unknown stream. Who knows what I'm gonna do? Not me. I fucking hate planning for Thursdays. Because for those who didn't see the tweet, Thursdays are the days where I usually have to work in office. And then it's a fucking gamble whether when I come back home, will I want to stream? Will I have the energy to stream? Will I be energetic? Or will I want to just pass out and die? No one knows. So I never can properly plan for Thursdays. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy end stream. I'll see you guys again on Thursday. And on Friday. Friday's gonna be really fun. I'm gonna, for the first time, try out Slay the Princess, and I might be pissing my pants live because I'm really bad with horror games. So look forward to that as well. Whee! Thanks, everyone. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of the week, and bye-bye.